What trends are you seeing in the home mortgage industry?
Home buying continues to increase at a small pace. We're not seeing the increases really that we had hoped for during 2012, but we're not seeing the decreases. So that continues to go, and it really sort of matches some percentage of the jobs growth that we've seen. People who have been out and working for a while, now we're looking at houses. But there's really been no compelling reason for a number of people to jump into buying a house. No sign that prices were going up. Yes, interest rates are low, but no prospect that rates were necessarily going to go up. So there was still sort of a let's hold back and see, and don't necessarily want to take on all the aggravation necessarily of owning a house. I sometimes say that the biggest driver of home purchases is the second baby and one bathroom. That's when people really get serious about wanting to move, and really it's no matter what interest rates are, that's when they have to find another place and settle down.
What industries do you expect to create the most jobs in the U.S. over the next few years?
Over the next few years, we're still going to see growth in business services and healthcare. Particularly healthcare is with an aging population, with other sorts of different types of healthcare being provided. I think we're still going to continue to see that growth. Longer term, manufacturing will step up, but manufacturing is falling as a percentage of the overall economy. So really, healthcare. The leisure hospitality industry continues to show growth. We'll see if we have a slowdown in the economy, if that survives. But people want to be entertained and want to enjoy life, and so that's been a real growth market over the last several years.
What are the biggest long-term concerns for the U.S. economy?
We've got a set of domestic issues that probably are a little more easily resolved than some of the international challenges that we face. But domestically, it's uncertainty over tax policy, over spending policy, what fundamentally is going to be the amount of resources sort of transferred from those with jobs and producing to whatever the support structure is for the rest of the economy, and sort of reaching what is the fundamental decision there as to how does that impact productivity, what does that mean in terms of tax rates going forward, what is the after-tax return on an investment in a new business. So trying to work through that uncertainty, both at the national level and the state level, I think is probably the key factor, as well as dealing with the demographic changes. As the baby boomers retire, they're going to spend less. They are going to just be not necessarily a drag on the economy because they still will be spending, but we're going to see a replacement of people with fairly high paychecks, possibly being replaced by younger people not being paid as much, so that there's just going to be some changes in that structure of the economy we haven't completely figured out. On the other hand, internationally, Europe is going to be a big issue for the next several years. Certainly there's no sign of resolution with any of the problems in the Middle East, and some of our assumptions, the things that we've gotten used to about growth with China, we're starting to see a turnaround there that's already adversely impacted the economies of Australia and New Zealand, for example, and to a lesser extent Japan. So we certainly have a number of international challenges facing us as well as domestic as well.